Hey guys, welcome back to Me Being Cheap. As you know, January has been the pantry challenge month, and there is one meal that we started to use, or we did use, these freeze-dried eggs. Now these are some that I had done back in March of 21, so a little less than a year old. These are from our chickens, and I had packaged a jar for use, and then I had packaged the rest in Mylar, and I put the Mylar in a vacuum chamber and suck it down. So we have been in and out of this jar throughout the year, and one of the first things we did is we did take this on vacation with us when we went down to Pensacola in April, and we were out camping for about 2 weeks. So we were in and out of this jar in a high humidity environment, and we were not vacuum sealing it each time that we opened it. When we got back, we did vacuum seal the jar, and then we've been in and out of it a couple times. But this last time, when we were doing the pantry challenge and Michael used some of these eggs, I thought that they tasted off. Not rotten and not spoiled, but not fresh. He thought they were okay. He ate them. He didn't get sick or anything. But I thought that they had an off-putting taste, and I think that they had oxidized. So maybe the fact that the jar has a lot of air in it, we were vacuum sealing it down. There's no oxygen absorber in there. So you're just going to have to believe me when I tell you these things. I don't think that this is the way to keep these eggs long term. So, and I guess long term is less than a year in this case. I thought it would be fine in a jar, but they are definitely not as fresh. Now, this batch that I have right here, I don't know if you can see the Mylar or not, but the date is the same. It's probably not going to show up because it's kind of wrinkly. But anyway, these were from the same batch, March of 21, raw egg. I'm actually going to open this and do a check to make sure they're still okay. Not going to cook any, but I am going to do a sniff test. All right, so I'm going to cut this open, and then what I'm going to do is when I'm done, I'm going to go seal this back up. So I'm going to cut just below the seal, and hopefully I won't have to use a new bag. So they're sealed up nicely, a little brick of egg in there, and I'm going to do a sniff test. Okay, so you'll just have to believe me that these eggs smell a lot better because I did smell these earlier. I'll do it again. And they have a smell to them, but they actually don't smell bad. But once Michael started cooking them, you could kind of tell they had an odor to them. So I am going to say for storage of eggs, even if it's something that you're going to get in and out of, I think either you're going to have to put an oxygen absorber in the jar, or you're going to have to keep sealing it in Mylar. I don't think this is a good way to store these eggs by putting them in here and then pulling a vacuum on the flat. So, lesson learned. Good thing this wasn't a whole jar of eggs that we lost, because we know that our chickens work really hard for the eggs. But again, this is less than a year. These eggs taste oxidized. They have an odor to them, although it's not that bad, but it is a strong odor. But the ones that are in this bag, they smell a lot better. Okay, thanks for watching. Have a nice night.